Hey everybody, it's Shannon with Sparkle and Shine Health and Fitness, and today I'm jumping on to share with you the next in my Germ Buster series. Today I wanted to talk with you a little bit about norovirus. There's been a lot of illnesses going around in this area this winter, a lot of stomach bug stuff that's been going around, a lot of nausea and vomiting. So I just thought it would be fun to share with you today a little bit about norovirus. And norovirus is an inflammation in the stomach or intestines, and it's an acute illness that comes on usually pretty quickly, and you get sick really fast. And most people refer to it as the stomach bug. Okay, there's been a lot going around this winter. The symptoms of norovirus are diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, abdominal pain. You can run a fever, you can have a headache, sometimes you have body aches with it, but in general you just feel awful. You feel really crappy. The symptoms usually develop like 12 to 48 hours after you get exposed to norovirus. And most people get better in like 1 to 3 days after they've had it. The worst thing about norovirus is that you can get dehydrated really quickly. And so it is really important to stay on top of that and to push the fluids, because in most cases you're throwing up and you're having diarrhea at the same time, and so you can get dehydrated really quickly with it. And so really pushing fluids, and it's really worse for like older adults, and younger kids get sick the worst and can sometimes end up hospitalized and with IV fluids in order to get over it. It is very, very contagious, and so it is really important. I know every one of these almost I talk about good hand washing. Lots of hand washing, wiping off surfaces. The more you clean, the less chance of spreading it to everybody else in the house. And more than likely, somebody else in the house is going to get sick with it, just because we all live in such close quarters and are around each other when we're sick, and we're taking care of each other when we're sick, but lots of good hand washing to help protect against norovirus. And of course, the norovirus is in the feces. That's how it is spread, that's where it lives. And so that's also how it's diagnosed, is through stool cultures. The norovirus grows out in the culture, and that's how they actually diagnose you with norovirus. Now, I know there was a lot of gastroenteritis, the stomach flu going around this winter, and most people can just get over it on their own, and they never actually have it tested, so they don't necessarily know that it was norovirus, but more than likely that would be a good cause of what caused their illness. And the unfortunate thing with norovirus, once you get it once, you can get it again because there's so many different strains of it. So, you know, some people say if you have this strain of cold, you'll never get it again. Well, norovirus is not like that. Unfortunately, you can still get it again. So the big thing is pushing fluids, washing hands, disinfecting surfaces, and, you know, trying not to drink contaminated water, touching contaminated surfaces, stay away from people who are sick, not sharing like utensils with people that are sick. All those things can help prevent the spread of it. And unfortunately, the treatment is very simple. It's letting it run its course, it's staying hydrated. There aren't antibiotics for it because it is viral. So just taking care of yourself, taking care of the other people that have it, pushing fluids, and obviously if at any point that you feel you are just not able to get over it on your own in those 1 to 3 days, you're getting severely dehydrated, that may be a point in time when you need to be seen at a doctor's office, maybe get some IV fluids, just to get through it, because if you get severely dehydrated, your body might not get through it on its own. So those are just a few tips about norovirus. I know it went through pretty rampant here for a while, and I haven't heard a whole lot recently, so hopefully it's slowed down. But I just thought I would share that in case that's something you come down with. I told you a little bit about food poisoning yesterday, and a lot of those these two things have the same symptoms. So maybe you can help differentiate between them and figure out which you have the next time you come down sick. But hopefully you all stay well. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great weekend, everybody.